Oh, my head. What the hell just... Awake at last, are we? It's about time. I was worried you might never wake up. When I opened my eyes, the sight awaiting me... See... Okay, I'm going to reserve judgment till we finish it. We're going to finish and then I'll give my thoughts. Awaiting me was one I never thought I'd see in real life. In front of me were two beautiful women, each staring coldly at me, placed on either side of a dangerous-looking man. None of them seemed pleased by my presence, and judging by the way I was brought here, I could only assume that they meant me harm. So, to what do I owe this unexpected intrusion? I don't take kindly to nosy brats sticking their nose where they don't belong, you know. Not good. My head is spinning and I can't move. My arms and legs are behind my back. They feel like they've been bound. What am I supposed to do? Don't feel like talking, huh? Well, that's fine. I'll just ask your friend the hard questions then, shall I? My friend, who is he? Oh no. Rio! Ah, so you can speak after all. Fantastic. What will make this whole process much easier? The two women briefly smirked as the man between them took another step from the glass in his hand. They both knew where this encounter was leading, and their journey there was half the fun. Now that I know you can speak, I expect you to answer my earlier question. And please do not make me repeat myself. Still unable to confirm Ryo's safety, and without a backup plan of any kind, I started running through my options in my head. The rope binding my arms and legs isn't going to break anytime soon, without help from a third party. There's no way I'll break free. But if I can't escape, then I need to talk my way out of this. I have to convince this man that I came here with pure motives. No, wait, I can't do that. I came here for a reason and wanted to meet this man face to face. If I chicken out now, my efforts will all be for nothing. So, what do you have to say for yourself, boy? What on earth could you possibly possess you to leave the Yama family alone? Whether it would prove to be a smart move or not, my words momentarily stunned the man before me. So you're here on behalf of the Amiyama, huh? So, no, that's not it. Judging by your age, I'd say you're here for his daughter's sake. Uh-oh. So what? What does it matter if I came here on her behalf? I'm here to make you an offer. Oh? An offer, you say? The man raised an eyebrow as an amused expression made its way onto his face. And just what could you offer me? You're here to recruit, right? One of your underlings tried to recruit my friend here. If you let him go, I'll... You really think you have what it takes to do what I do? Honestly, not a chance. I'm not a criminal. I feel bad enough about playing pranks at school or lying to people. But if this is the only way out of here alive, and if I can save Shiro in the process, then... Alright, I'll give you a chance. You will? Of course. Contrary to public opinion, we Yukaza are an honorable, decent people. In fact, I've even given your friend, Ryo was it? I'll give him a chance to join me. Oh, thank God. I only said that on the spur of a moment. I don't think this guy would actually agree. However, you will need to prove your loyalty and your compatibility, of course. Of course, what do you have in mind? It's going to be to go get the Amayama family. Oh, nothing terribly difficult or complicated, really. A very simple matter, in fact. My dear Cecilia will cut the ropes binding you, and then hand you her knife, and when she does, you will kill your friend. Kill Ryo? he wants me to... No, I couldn't possibly do that. If you don't want to, that's fine by me. But I have no use for subordinates who can't follow instructions. If you won't kill your friend, then I will offer him the same deal. Do you think he too will refuse? Unbelievable. Either I kill Ryo, or they hand him the knife instead and... Well, it's no skin off my back either way. If you can't even kill someone who is bound and gagged, then you don't deserve to... I'll do it. It took a moment for the words to reach even my ears, but as they did, I felt a chill run down my spine. Faced with... He's joking, right? Faced with a kill-or-be-killed situation, without hesitation, I... Wonderful. To seal you, if you would. Offering me no time to think my actions through, the woman called Cecilia lifted her perch and walked over to my side. She cut the ropes binding my arms and legs and then handed me the knife, turning me around and pushed me towards Ryo. But what I saw wasn't the Ryo I knew. It was a kneeling, groveling heap, bound just as I was, wearing a sack over his head. Ryo, what are you waiting for? Do it! You're free to remove the sack over his head if you want to make sure it really is your friend. Though, I suppose for some people that might actually make the act more difficult. Taking my soon-to-be boss's words into consideration, I removed the sack over Ryo's head. Surely enough, the face staring back at me was that of my best friend. The person who had led me here, the person who, without question or hesitation, followed my reckless plan despite having no personal stake in it. My only male friend, the only person I could count on in a situation like this. What the okay, woo, this is funny. I want to grab this drink here, because I need a drink. Frankly, I could use something a little bit stronger. We're still joking. See, it doesn't really seem like we're joking because we're saying this inside our head. Let's continue. I'm sorry, Ryo. Tears escaped Ryo's eyes as he watched the knife in my hand inch closer to his body. I moved around behind him, grabbing Ryo by the hair and pulling his head back, exposing his throat. I pulled the knife from my side and... Okay. That's what I figured. See, that's the problem that the game was having. The game had all that dialogue as if I was saying it to myself, so it didn't make sense. I know they were going for suspense, but it didn't make sense because the dialogue in my head would have been, okay, I'm gonna try to help. Anyway, let's continue. Run, Ryo! With a little moment to spare, I cut Ryo free, pulling him to his feet and ran like crazy. Immediately catching my drift, Ryo did the same, running as though his life depended on it, despite not knowing exactly where we were. We ran and ran, exhausting ourselves as we sprinted as far and as fast as we could. Even as we ran out of breath, Ryo and I continued to run. We didn't stop, not even for a second, as we pushed our bodies to the absolute limits. Crap. My legs feel like jelly, and I'm going to throw up any second now. My body was not made for running, and yet I can't stop now. Ryo! Having collapsed under his own weight, Ryo's legs finally gave out. I dragged him off the road, struggling to support him, even my body weight, let alone this, and placed him off to the side, beside the closest house we could find. Oh God! Feel like gonna die. Me too, buddy. But we've got to keep moving, otherwise they'll find us. I'll just be over. You're right, but first, just let me rest here for a while. Oh boy. that was fun. I didn't think the game was going to do that, but the game kind of cheated in the fact that it had that dialogue in his head, which was kind of wouldn't happen, but you know. By the time Rio and I got home, the first rays of the morning sun were already raining down upon us. We had left school in early afternoon, being knocked unconscious for a few hours, and ultimately stayed out all night. I walked Rio home, after which we had no doubt collapsed onto his bed in an exhausted mess, then returned to my own home, where I did the same. Oh, I can't believe I made it back alive. But before that, I can't believe I actually did something so stupid. Well, no duh! I mean, how dumb was that? It's stupid! What the hell was I thinking, confronting a Yukaza like that? What did I think would happen? That he'd hear my plight and just agree to let Shiro grow? I am such an idiot. Beep, 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 beep. Huh? As melancholy thoughts drifted through my head, my alarm clock notified me that it was time to get up and prepare for school. Having only just gotten home, however... No, screw that. There would be no point in going to school in this state, not to mention the danger of leaving the house right now. Mama's probably busy working right now, so for now I'll just... sleep. After resolving myself to chuck a sickie, I stayed in bed all day, finally waking up once the sun had set. Whew, I can't believe I spent all day. I mean, I was downright exhausted after running all night. I probably had a concussion and needed to sleep it off, but still. Having not eaten for over 24 hours, I made my way down to the kitchen, absolutely famished. As I entered, however, I found an unexpected presence awaiting my arrival. Ah! Good morning, Hideki! Or perhaps I should say good evening at this point. Cheers as always. My mother greeted me as I entered the room. Are you feeling better now, honey? Yeah, much better. Sorry to worry you, Mom. Oh, don't be silly. I can't help it if you get sick. Though you probably wouldn't get sick if you ate at a regular time and returned home earlier. Usually I'd tell my mom not to worry about me so much, and that she's just got the wrong idea, but in this case, yeah, you're right. I'll be more careful from now on. Thank you, sweetie. That's all I ask. So, ready for dinner? Though, I suppose it's actually breakfast for you now. Oh, Mother dearest, you have no idea how happy those words make me. Dinner, breakfast, call it whatever you want. I'm ready. Ha! That's the spirit. One scrumptious breakfast dinner coming right up. I just don't even know right now, because this isn't going to end well. For either us or Shiro, one way or another, one of us is going to get, After eating a hearty breakfast/dinner with my mom, big enough to make up for my missed meals, I returned to my room for the night off. Come to think of it, what should I do with myself? I'd totally knocked my sleeping schedule out of whack, so I'm not tired in the least. But right now, I can't say there's something in particular I want to do with myself. The only thing that really comes to mind is, as I realized what I really wanted to do, more than anything, I opened my window and began my previous nightly ritual. Hey, Shiro! Shiro, my love, come talk to Hide. Hideki, have you lost your mind? What do you think you're blurting out for everyone to hear? Aw, she's embarrassed. But not me. I've already come to terms with how I feel. Sorry, I just can't contain my love for you any longer. Yeah, right. You say that now. When I want to call you, you never respond. Huh? What are you... I grabbed my phone from the top of my desk and checked for missed calls. 3 missed calls, 8 text messages, all from Shiro. There are another 5 missed calls from Mom and a new voicemail, but it seems like Shiro is still in the lead. Crap, I'm sorry, Shiro. I didn't mean to ignore you, I just stayed out all night and I've been completely out of it. You stayed out all night? What were you doing? Shiro, if only you knew. I spent the night with Rio, you know? So you've gone to the dark side after all. Not like that. We stayed up all night playing video games, okay? Relax, I'm just messing with you. I figured it would probably be something like that. Though, You no doubt told your mother that the two of you were studying. Actually, no. Even she doesn't buy that excuse anymore. Not that she ever did. Well, it's good to hear that you two are getting along. I guess he isn't still mad at you for getting a girlfriend before him. Well, I don't know about that. Nah, it's cool. I think Ryo has realized that even you will land a girlfriend before he does. That's pretty cruel, Hideki. I disagree. In fact, I'm actually doing him a favor by taking you off the market. Oh, how's that? Well, the truth is, if you were still a bachelorette, there's no way any girls would give him the, or me. Oh, that was weird. Stop it! I told you, I don't swing that way. They don't know that, and I think even straight girls would prefer you over Ryo. Jeez, Hideki, you almost sounded like a compliment, or at least it's probably the closest thing I'll ever get out of you. This girl really does know me well. Anyway, I think it's about time I went to bed. Really? It's not like you've been going to school lately, so that shouldn't matter. What time you go to sleep? Well, you have a point. But the truth is, I'm not even supposed to be speaking with you like this. If anybody recognizes me as my father's daughter, then... so that's it. I guess I can't be helped then. I can still send you inappropriate texts, can't I? You'd better not. I have virtual pepper spray, and I'm not afraid to use it. At any rate, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Hideki. Alright, good night, Shiro. Sweet dreams. So, I mean, the problem is I feel this is just going to be way too predictable. So, I mean, how long before someone, like, recognizes her through the window and she gets taken and we, like, try to track her down, like, running after her, or we see them, like, in her house. I'm actually surprised this has gone on this long, truthfully, because Shinatsu's route didn't even take this long. As my fatigue and adrenaline from prior days wore off, my usual morning ritual returned. I woke up as late as humanly possible, ate breakfast with my mother, and trotted off to school without a care in the world. Life had been pretty rhetoric lately. Partially because of my own poor decisions. It was beyond stupid of me to even think about confronting such dangerous people, let alone walk in there blindly with no plan. But in the end, I managed to get away, safe and sound. So, if it's for the sake of protecting this peaceful way of life, if it's for the sake of protecting nights like last night, together with Shiro, then it's pretty hard not to regret my actions. Yeah, say that now, douche face. The moment I walked into class, a familiar face greeted me as a delightful attitude as ever. Yo, Hidi! And Megami's gone, so apparently we just don't give a shit about Megami, I guess? Real shit friends we are. Acting as though the events from a few days ago had never occurred, Ryo approached me with the same enthusiasm as ever. Morning, Ryo. Sleep well? You know it. I slept the entire freaking weekend. How about you? Dude, you took the words right out of my mouth. Seriously, World War III could have started, and I would have slept through the entire thing. Sounds about right. Still, I can't believe we actually did that. That was some scary shit, man. And I honestly thought you were gonna kill me there for a second. The thought had crossed my mind. Apparently. Are you kidding? I'm the only one who got you into that mess to begin with. It was pretty scummy of me to add insult to injury like that. Yeah, I guess so. Well now, this isn't the kind of mood I was going for. So, any further signs of those Yukaza bastards? I can't imagine they'd be happy to see us again. Yeah, if there's one good thing about all of this, it's that I haven't seen them since. From what I've heard around school, they're pretty much a lot quieter after we confronted them. Seriously? I know, right? Apparently, there wasn't a single one of them on the streets over the weekend, and I haven't spotted them since this morning either. Maybe they realized what bumming around here wouldn't get them anywhere. Yeah, that must be it. Either that, or they've found what they're after. Shiro was perfectly fine last night, though, and I didn't hear a peep from their house over the weekend. Maybe this really will work out for the best after all. No, you know what we're playing no one but you. The saddest shit game I've ever played, so no, it's just not gonna work. Come on, pick up already. Still no luck? None at all. As my anxiety reached its peak, I found myself frantically trying to call or text Shiro. I was the first out of class. I ran straight to the staircase leading to the roof, and had been trying to contact her ever since. Need drink time. I think shit is about to hit the fan, which we've been waiting for. But with the break about to end, not a single one of my calls had connected, nor had I received any replies to the messages I had left. Damn it, Shiro. You just better be in the toilet or something. I swear if those Yukaza bastards lay a hand on you, I'll... Dude, I know you're worried, but we have to get back to class. You already missed school yesterday. If you miss another day... Ryo's right. The best thing to do right now is to go to class, acting as if nothing had happened. Thinking about it logically, Shiro's probably just taking a shower, or eating lunch, or doing something where she doesn't have access to her phone. Heck, she might even be getting revenge for all those missed calls and messages from when Shiro was trying to contact me overnight. So really, jumping to the conclusion that the Yukaza had found her is downright stupid. There are plenty of other scenarios to explain why she missed my calls, each one far more likely than gang warfare in broad daylight. Yet again. Just go already? Huh? You're gonna run off anyway. I can just tell by looking at you. So you may as well get going. No use stressing needlessly, right? Telling a friend to skip class isn't usually what I'd call good advice, but in this case, Ryo's right. That's like the one good decision he's made, like, I don't know, in an hour of gameplay. Either Shiro's A-okay, or we'll have a great big laugh about it some other, how much of a warrior I've been, or, you know what? I think you're right. Later, Ryo. Tell the teacher not to wait for me. You've got it, buddy. Text me later, telling me how embarrassed you are by all of this. Count on it. This is going to be fun, isn't it? This is going to be fun. I can feel it. As I ran at a speed which made my escape mere nights ago look like a slow-motion playback, the streets I passed began to blur together. Be it my suddenly erratic sleeping schedule, the blow to the head I incurred recently, or my irregular eating habits, my thoughts were all over the place, and my vision became less reliable. But none of that mattered. All I needed to do was to reach Shiro's house. If I could do that, if I could confirm that she was alright, then everything would be okay. Unfortunately, my optimism couldn't have come at a worse time. What the hell? What is this? Why are the police? Although I already knew the answer, I refused to believe that the worst had happened. Whatever was going on before me, I couldn't possibly be what I had feared most. Just take it easy, sir. Please calm down and tell us what happened. I don't know. It happened so fast. 1 second we were eating lunch together and the next... No. This can't be happening. Sir, with all due respect, this obviously wasn't a random attack. You were targeted specifically in broad daylight. They couldn't have... You know who took your daughter, and if you don't tell us... What was that? As the police officer questioning Mr. Amiyama muttered the words I had prayed that I wouldn't hear, I couldn't help but speak up. The entire time I had been racking my brain, torturing myself, praying that my was wrong, and yet the second that I arrived... A kid? Wait a second. I know you. You're Hidaki Nato, aren't you? Nato from next door. Kid, do you know something about this? Do I ever? Mr. Amiyama, is it true? Was Shiro really taken? Yes, I'm afraid so. Oh God, no! This isn't happening to me. We arrived as quickly as we could, but it seems the perpetrators made a very clean getaway. They were stationed outside the Nato residence, almost as though they were watching that house inside. My house. They were watching my house. The Nato residence. Why would they... This is all just beyond absurd. I went to confront those Yukaza bastards, to tell them to knock it off, and all I did was lead them right to Shiro. I thought I was so brilliant, escaping from them like that. I started talking to Shiro from my window again, without a care in the world, and the whole time I was digging her grave. Hideki, was it? Listen, if you have any information about what's going on here, that's it. I may not be able to take those bastards, but if we get the police involved, then surely. Yeah, I know who took Shiro, and I know exactly where you can find them. I explained to the police officer what had happened with Ryo and I, omitting certain inconvenient events along the way. I told them how the Yukaza had been trying to recruit kids for my school, asking about the Yamayama, and having given detailed directions to their hideout, working backwards from the memory of my escape. And when all was said and done, interesting. We'll certainly keep that angle in mind. What? I should have known. That's bureau chat for we aren't going to do Wait, we aren't going to do shit without evidence. Are you serious? Hideki, Mr. Yamayama, I understand that you're upset, but we have procedures to follow. We can't just run off half-cocked across town because some kid says so. Yeah, see, this wouldn't happen in real life. This wouldn't. I mean, in real life, someone would have been like, police? This is gang members? Want to know where this family is? And we think they might be under attack? I'm gonna reserve judgment until I finish this route, but we're gonna continue. I don't believe this. I can't fucking believe this. I tell them where to go, what happened, and how to find the Yukaza leader, and the police want to just sit around collecting statements? I've heard there's two endings to this game, and this probably decides how it goes.